UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Rocket Mortgage Classic is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I've been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yeah, well, he might be slight in stature. I think he's 160 pounds wringing wet, but he's big on confidence and bold with his iron play. There is not a flag he won't fire at, so if you want to beat Will Zalatoris, you better go hole hunting. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
And coming up well short.
And he needs this to save par. Ouch, that hurts. And this one will be for bogey. Facing early adversity there after opening up with a bogey.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
Well struck. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. A wonderful shot and a chance for Purdy here at the second.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
And he'll be proud of that one. Good way to bounce back from the bogey at the last. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
It's time to check on the leaderboard. Rich, the third hole, not too dissimilar to the first.
It's not in length, 390 yards from the back of the tee. Again, need to hit something about 280 yards to get it past the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Again, with a short iron in their hand, players are looking to make birdie.
That's not the one he wanted. Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Looks like they have a good lie here in the second cut. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Setting up here with a very long putt.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, so close. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. The par 5 fourth is a monster, 616 yards.
This is a big par 5, isn't it? Tee shot, if you have any hope of reaching this green in two, must find the fairway, avoiding the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side. From there, you'd have to hit a really strong 3-wood, moving it from right to left to try and chase it up onto this green. Laying it up short and right of that fairway bunker might be the play for most players, setting up a pretty easy pitch shot for their third.
Rich, one of the newer tournaments out on tour, the Rocket Mortgage Classic, but it's played at an old world venue, the Detroit Golf Club. I love these old courses, the old world architecture that you get. It's really a bit of a throwback event, isn't it?
It is. I love the fact that, you know, these players have to kind of change their game up a little bit. It's not just the bomb and gouge as we see normally on tour, although in saying that, we've had some winners over the years that have done pretty well with hitting it a very long way. But, you know, in their defense, they also hit it straight as well. But I look at this golf course and think this is not straightforward. This is not cookie cutter. You have to kind of use your imagination off the tee boxes, especially with the second shots with the undulations in these greens. So you have to kind of think outside the box just a little bit when you come to this golf course, because it's not what you see day in and day out on the PGA Tour.
Nicely done. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That's a lovely stroke. Had eyes for the whole way. And that will take him to 2 under. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
The par 4 6th, Rich. Plenty to navigate here.
Only the longest players will be able to reach that fairway bunker down the left-hand side that sits about 300 yards off the tee. Most players want to hug the left-hand side as best they can as it opens up the green for the second shot. This is a wonderful par 4.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Shocking, a missed green in regulation.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
That was a gallant attempt. Let's try and make this one. And only drop the 1 shot. He's currently in a share of 6th. Well, if you're not a couple under already through 6 holes here at Detroit Golf Club, you'll want to look to make a birdie at least at the par 5 7th, measuring 555 yards.
Yes, a hole that every player in this field must take advantage of. Just the fairway bunker down the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. You find the fairway, and all of a sudden you're licking your chops as you know you can reach the green into setting up, hopefully, an eagle putt. Anything missing over in the left-hand bunker, though, could get a little dicey.
Putting for an eagle. Go in. That's a fine effort, that one. You always want to putt those ones stone dead. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The 8th is a short par 4 measuring just 360 yards, Rich. Decision to go for it or just to lay it back?
I like going for it 8 days a week, twice on Sunday, as you well know, Luke. So I'm going to go ahead, take out driver, and give her a whirl. Hopefully avoiding the trees over on the right-hand side. Want to hit it over in the left-hand bunker or just shy of it, setting up a very simple pitch shot. Pretty good shot there.
And this putt is to move into a share for the lead. Just didn't drop. That's just about 3 feet away. In she goes. Let's head to the next. He's in a share of 5th position. The opening 9 finishes with a par 3, Rich, around 200 yards.
A strong hole indeed. Not much to this green, slightly downhill. Green is fairly flat until you get to the back left portion of it. There it starts running away from you awfully quickly. Anywhere in the right center of the green is a gorgeous tee shot.
Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. If it's up, it could be in. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just 3 feet to the cup. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. We'll hold. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. And just with 9 holes remaining, Rich, what do you think here is going to happen for this player?
2 down, 9 to go. I gotta say, I like this player's chances.
A bit out of shape with that swing. To get the rhythm back. This shot from 120 yards. Only 2 shots off the pace. And choosing the 8-iron here. And he's safely on the green. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Okay, steady now. And back to the course for the live action. This putt will move them to 3 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
It's got a chance. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. Just 2 shots back after that hole. The 11th is the longest of the par 3s on the course, Rich. Another strong one around 230 yards.
Another long par 3 on the PGA Tour. It gets annoying after a while saying it, doesn't it, Luke? And I can promise you as a former player, it was annoying to play them as well. Just be sure not to take too much club on this par 3 and hit it long, as this green tilts from back to front at a pretty good clip.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Oh, he liked the look of that the whole way. That is absolutely brilliant.
And a chip in, Luke, just what the doctor ordered.
That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies. Back-to-back birdies never hurt, Rich.
Gotta like it. He's feeling it.
Currently has a share of 2nd place. The 12th hole, Rich, a good test, particularly with a tee shot.
It is a demanding tee shot here. Want to avoid that fairway bunker. To carry it, it's about 300 yards. Should you get past it, you have a mid-iron into this par 4 that you'd love dearly to make par on.
Sitting at -4. Currently tied for 2nd. Wonderfully played. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
Ooh, right by the hole. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The par 4 13th is a short one, measuring just 385 yards, Rich. Are you expecting players to go after this?
A few of them will, but I'm not too sure I like that play. Players basically want to lay it up down the left-hand side, but don't get clumsy and knock it in those fairway bunkers. Anything out to the left-hand side is going to set up a very short wedge shot for their 2nd. All the players will be thinking about making birdie on this par 4.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Wow, what a save.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 3 shots off the lead. This putt is from 14 feet.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
That gets the job done. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Just 5 holes remain in the round here, and there's some birdie opportunities starting with the par 5 14th.
Yes, at 560 yards, you just want to make sure you avoid that bunker down the right-hand side. From there, most players will be able to go for this green in 2 that is surrounded by water on the front and 2 deep bunkers over there on the right-hand side. It's a wonderful opportunity to get some confidence over the last 4 holes by knocking it on in 2.
Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
I'll tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. This putt to move into a share of second place.
Good opportunity for a fast finish with just 4 holes to go.
Reach the 15th, a great little short par 3. Really only a wedge off the tee, but gee, you need to be deadly accurate.
That you do. Just 150 yards from the back tee, and again, a signature design by Donald Ross, where everything on the edge of the green funnels away from it and down into a couple of bunkers, left and right, one short and nothing in the back. Still, with just a wedge in your hand, players must be thinking birdie.
Oh, just missed. And this one is for his par. The putt drops, now at 5 under, heading down the stretch.
Inching their way closer to the top of that leaderboard. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in.
Let's finish with a flurry. It'd be nice to make a move up the leaderboard. Great shot. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? What a good opportunity you've got here. Let's hold it.
I really hope this one drops for him.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And that will take him to 6 under. He's currently in a share of top spot.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The last of the real scoring holes comes here at the penultimate hole, the 17th, the par 5, stretching at 575 yards.
Most players will be able to get it over the fairway bunker down the left-hand side, some 275 yards off the tee. And from there, it's a pretty straightforward second shot with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood. Those who elect to lay up have to be mindful of the fairway bunker down the left-hand side. You can't get careless and knock it in there. Anywhere up and around the green, though, with your second shot, you should have a good opportunity to get it up and down for the birdie.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently tied for the lead. So much easier when you roll like that, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The finishing hole, Rich, an old world classic.
It is definitely that. Players are going to want to aim out to the right-hand side, away from the bunker and the water that is down the left-hand side. And from there, they're going to go in with a short to middle iron for their second to a green that tilts pretty significantly from back to front. This truly is a wonderful finishing hole.
Opting for the 9-iron. Well played.
Would need something special to happen to get the birdie here.
And he can win the event here if he can hold this putt.
Looking really good.
That'll sting a bit. Now this putt to win the Rocket Mortgage Classic. And ladies and gentlemen, there is your Rocket Mortgage Classic champion. Great performance this week.
And a great win on an old-style golf course by this player. Way to go, our Rocket Mortgage Classic champion.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in and see you next time.